What's up, YouTube? Dr. Samaj here with another gospel piano tutorial. And today we're going to cover shouting music or praise break music. Basically, this is the type of music when you have a highly energetic time of praise in church, and maybe somebody's shouting, maybe somebody's dancing like David danced in Scripture. Maybe somebody is in the midst of a praise break, and the whole church is going in. And the Holy Spirit is taking over. At any rate, we're going to do this in the key of C major. And we've got three different parts to this shout, okay? So we've got a pre-shout, okay? And then we've got a walk-up. So we call this a shout walk-up. And then we've got the main shout run, okay? And then after that, I'll throw in like a couple of different ways that you can mix it up some, okay? All right, so let's jump into it. Key of C major. Remember, when we're talking about the key of C major, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7. Okay. All right. So this, when I'm talking about the number system and I'm naming numbers, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So we're going to start here in the key of C major, but as we cover this pre-shout, the pre-shout, what we're going to do is we're going to start out with 3 single notes. So we'll play 6, flat 7, and 7. Okay. Once again, we're playing 6, which is an A, B flat, which is the flat 7, and B, which is the 7. And then we'll play a 1 chord. Okay. So we start out with the pre-shout is going to go like this. C chord, okay? So you start out with that first part. C major chord. All right. All right. After you do that walk up, and at C, you're going to play some more single notes. The single notes are going to be 1, 1, and then you're going to play a 6, and then 5, 1. Okay? I wrote that wrong in my notes. Let me fix it real quick, guys. So once again, it's going to be 1, 1, 6, 5, 1. All right? So it's going to be 1, 1, 6, 5, 1. 1, 1, 6, 5, 1. C, C, A, G, C. So let's do it from the beginning. We have those single notes as we walk up. So if I went fast, all right, that's how we start up, right? That's not the end of our pre-shout, okay? We've got 2 chords that we've got to get in order to get this right, okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to play a C11 chord, okay? It's a C11. It's called a C11, like the number 11, okay? To play a C11 chord, you're going to play a 1. It's built on a 1. So if you're playing another chord in another key, you're going to play a 1. You're going to have a 1 bass, and you're going to make it an 11 chord, okay? 11th chord. The way you do that is like this, okay? So you're going to play C in the left hand. This is a C11 chord, all right? And you're going to play B flat, D, F, A. And this is a chord that's used a lot. You can use this a lot in shout music and in high praise moments, okay? So, all right, my foot pedal keeps walking away from me. All right, the 2 chords that we're going to play are going to be this C11, and then we'll just play a C. Okay, so let's open it up again. All right, C11 and C. To play a C11 chord once again, before we jump into this thing, because it's going to speed up in a minute. To play the C11 chord, you play a C in the left hand, and the right hand's going to play B flat, D, F, and here's that A. And then you just close it to a regular C chord. Okay, this is our pre-shout. Walk it up, C, open it up, C11, close the C. Walk it up. I keep saying walk it up, but let's not say walk it up. Let's just call this the pre-shout. So ready to speed this up? All right. I'm usually playing it with octaves, so it's a little hard for me to do it with one finger. Let's see. That's crazy. Break your neck speed, right? Slow it back down. Okay? That's the pre-shout. Now let's do the walk-up. Now, you start on a 3. 3, 4, and then we have a F sharp diminished, and then we're going to have a 1 chord over a 5 bass. So C major over G bass. All right. Now, I'm teaching some new strategies in this video, so let's take a look at it. 3. The 3 is a C major chord with the E in the bass, and then you're going to play a 4 chord. Usually we play our 4 chord like this. We play an F chord, F major chord. But this F major chord, we're going to play it like this. This helps us to play fast because you don't want to do. You could do that, but it's just too much moving your hands around. I'm doing. That's too much moving around. So what we're going to do is C major over E bass. Here's our 3. And to play the 4, you just move your right hand. You just move those 2 fingers. You keep your thumb where it is on C, but you just move your middle finger and your pinky finger over to the next white note. Here we go, okay? So essentially your middle finger goes up a half step and your pinky finger goes up a whole step. See? Two notes. Boom, boom. All right. So open it up. And then when you play this diminished, this is the way I do it. This F sharp diminished chord, you're gonna play a it's really a, let's see, what is this? It's a F sharp diminished, but you kind of add a 6 for that chord. So basically you're gonna play C, E flat, F sharp, A, and then you have that F sharp in the bass. C, E flat, F sharp, A with the F sharp in the bass. And then after that, you just play a 1 over 5 chord. So it's gonna be the C major over the G bass, okay? So once again, 3, 4, and then there's that flat 5 diminished, and then you play that 1 chord over 5 bass. And then after that, guys, I'm sorry, it's a lot, but shouting music gets crazy like this. Then we're gonna walk up with tritones from the 6. Okay, what did I just do? I'm doing tritones, so I'm doing that. We're gonna start on the 6. So I did it wrong the first time. I did it that way. Let's do it this way. Yeah. So I don't like it that way. Let's do it this way. Okay. So to do our tritones, we're gonna play an A in the left hand, and the right hand's gonna play G and C sharp, okay? And then you just shift everything up a half step. Now you're playing the flat 7 in the left hand, which is a B, and the right hand's gonna play A flat and D. And then you go up a half step again. Now you're playing B in the left hand, while the right hand plays A and E flat, okay? And then you're just gonna play a C chord. So, okay. Here is the walk up. So, play that 1 chord, and then you start with the walk up on the 3. 3, open up to that 4. Remember the 4 is C, F, A, with the F in the bass. It's an inverted F chord, F major chord. Then you play that F sharp diminished, C, E flat, F sharp, A with that F sharp in the left hand, and then you play a 5 in the left hand, which is G, and the right hand's playing a C major chord. And then you walk up tritones on from the 6. See, it's my tritone. You could keep going to here, but let's just make that major. So here we go. Okay, that is the walk up. So let's add it all now. Let's do the pre-shout and the walk up. So here we go. Pre-shout. Walk it up. Uh-oh, now it's time for the main shout run. The main shout run is really heavy in the left hand, okay? I'm trying to make this easy, so at any rate, the left hand's got to do some walking. And this takes practice, but you can do it though. Here it is. Okay, let's slow that down. So the first thing you're going to do is play the C, and then you're going to go take your next finger down to the E, a low E, right? So you got to do a stretch. So C is going to go down to this E, the 3, right? And then you're going to walk up every half step. But you skip over that A flat in every single half step to make it back up there. You're going to play every note except for this A flat, I think. Let's see. So you're going to basically play the 1, and then you're going to go down to the 3. You're going to play every single note except for the flat 6. This A flat right here. See? Here's 6, this A. So you're going to play every single one of these notes in between. So you'll play the 1, and then you're going to come all the way down to the 3, right? The E chord, which is the 3rd scale degree. And you play every single note walking up except for that A flat. Back to that C. You remember, you just got to play every single note except for that A flat. Don't touch that A flat. Whatever you got to do. And the way I do it is I play 1, and then I hit my ring finger and then my middle finger, and then I play this pointer and I skip over. But whatever fingers feel good to you, you just keep practicing it so that you can get that done. While this is doing this, you got to multitask. I'm just playing the one chord when I get right here. Now, you can open up and play that C11 that we did right there. I'm play the 1 when I start out on the 1. It's all about timing. And you can just hit octaves if you want to. Let's do it again. Really, I would play it down lower than this, because otherwise it sounds kind of wimpy. You want it to be a bass end. So I'm really just came down the octave. I'm doing the same thing, but you can't see my hand is down here. So all I'm doing is playing octaves right there. So that's the main shout run. I'm opening up to that C11 that we learned. Remember? B flat, D, F, A, and then I close it back to a C. You can do that. Another thing you can do for the main shout run is you can mix in some of the other things that we did. Oh, check this out. Remember we got to that, we did that F sharp that F sharp diminished chord that we learned when we did that walk up. This note, this one right here. So here it is. This, and then you go up to the 1/5 right there. Remember we did those things right there? So what you can do is while you're doing this run, you can do this. Remember that? Remember those singing notes? So, oh, and you can do this. You can do your walk up from over here. So you can go back and do the pre-shout again. Mix it up. You can do this. We just now did those diminished. Do it again. Remember what I'm doing is that diminished, that F sharp diminished, and then I'm playing the 1/5. Single notes. Mess it up. Messing up. Making up stuff with the same thing that we already did. Oh, no. These are all the same moves that we did before. We can add that right there. Let's see. See? Oh well. Messing up. I keep going crazy. So yeah, just keep it. And just keep on running, keep on playing. All right. Okay, guys. All right. I'm gonna stop it right here. You have plenty of nuggets to use, all right, in your journey. So I'm gonna stop it right here. Remember, you've got the the pre-shout. You've got the shout walk up. You've got the main shout run. Have fun with this. This is only one way to do it. I mean, I'm trying to make it easy because when I play, I'm doing so many different things usually. Um, I'm doing all, I mean, I'm trying to play slow. Usually in the churches that I play for, that people are going, they're running around church. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. I've played for so many different churches, um, led worship in so many different environments. And every different environment calls for you to be a different kind of gospel chameleon. So that means you try to fit what is needed for that atmosphere. And so, for the atmosphere that we are in right now, I have slowed this down a bit. Okay, but there's so many different things that we can do. This is only shout one, praise break one. I'll add more things, more nuggets. Okay, but as you guys continue to comment and continue to ask for different things, um, listen, I'm an open book. So if there's something that I can help you with, if there's a way that I can be a blessing, let me know. At any rate, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video. I'm trying to give back and do what I can while I have the time to do it. So at any rate, have a blessed and wonderful day, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.